friends, it's Frikaz and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna do a little video on how to study for midterms or exams or finals or whatever, because I actually took mine about a month ago and I got them back and I did pretty well on them, and I studied extremely hard for them. And I think a lot of people don't really know how to study for them. School honestly is not about intelligence, it's more about knowing how to study correctly and memorization, which is just the hard truth. So I'm going to explain to you guys some really good tips and ways more efficient for you to study. It won't waste as much time for you, and it's much easier for you to absorb the information. Okay, bless you. Okay, first of all, something that kind of applies to your whole schooling experience, something really important is to take notes. Taking notes is really good because you can take what your professor, teacher, lecturer, whatever is saying and rewriting it into your own words, which first of all, it helps you like absorb the information better, and it writes it into something that you can understand easier, so when going back later and like trying to remember everything, you understand what you're reading, rather than going back and reading a textbook where you have to kind of comprehend what you're reading and then memorize it, you know? However, if you don't already have the notes, of course you can't like go back for the whole 4 months and just like grab all those notes, because you know midterms are like what, you know, in a few days. So if you didn't get a study guide, I would recommend asking questions about the format of the exam, which can really be useful, or even asking about main topics or study tips from your teacher, because after all, they are the ones that made the exam. Make a list of things that you think you need to know, you know, things that you think are relevant for this exam or are important. The format of the exam is important because it really helps you decide on what you need to focus on more, because you really can't memorize every single little thing from all of the chapters in like one night, you know. You have to pick and choose what you're going to memorize completely, or for multiple choice topics, you don't need to know completely everything about those topics. You just have to have like a general idea, so you can kind of like be like, oh no, of course it's not that answer, it has to be this one because for this reason, you know. But for short answers, you really do have to know a great deal about those topics, because you don't really know what those questions are going to be about, and they could be explaining something very small that you could have missed. But it also depends on the style of the exam and how your teacher normally formats the exam, or how specific those questions get. So this list is very important because this is going to be your foundation for memorization. So you're going to go through your notes and collect everything that you think would benefit you or that is relevant for this exam. This is going to be a big pile. Do not get intimidated. Then separate the pile into different topics or chapters. This way you can see what you're missing or narrow it down. After you have that, make a study guide. I would recommend handwriting one because our brain absorbs information much better that way. But that's just my advice. Go in chronological order when making the study guide. Make a new heading for each section in the chapter, but make smaller titles as you go along. You don't know how much room they could take up. Read through your notes and highlight information that you may have trouble remembering or key points that you need to know. However, if you're very confident on a certain topic and you think you'll be able to write about it without any revision, then you don't have to work on it, because time is of the essence here and you cannot expect to memorize everything in a short period of time. However, don't be too confident. You will forget a lot of things, and it's okay. Now, however format you think is best, either paragraph, bullet points, sentences, or phrases, write the information for your study guide under the allotted headings. This is going to take a while, and it will probably be the longest part of your study guide process. Add specific details, thoughts, extra notes, or anything that specifically helps you remember things such as keywords or connections. Color coding is helpful, but do not unnecessarily highlight or constantly switch colors, because it's too much to process and it wastes a lot of time. It's good for making connections from one key point to another, which are related, but it is very important to write how they are connected. Now you have all the information you need on those sheets of paper. That's it. That's all you need to know. Those few sheets of paper, everything you need to know for that exam. Memorize it. Relating it back to memories or real life scenarios can help you. You must want to learn it. You have to be motivated and you have to be interested. Try to trick yourself if you're really not interested at all. Pretend you are. You're not going to be able to memorize all of it. But do not go in with the mindset that you won't be able to memorize any of it. You have to try. Think of questions that could be on the exam, write them out, and try to answer them without any help. When you're done, look at the study guide or other notes and try to revise your answer. If there is an essay that you know the question to or the general topic of, write an essay. Trust me, this is a lot of work, but it will help you, I promise. You're not gonna wanna do it, I know. For my history essay, I did not wanna do it, but I did it, and in the end, it helped me so much. Especially if you know the question, do not write an essay. Have to. If you know there's gonna be an essay and you know the general topic and you don't really have a lot of time, please just write a rough outline or just general points, or at least something that you can write about. Because if you have nothing going in, you will have nothing to write. You have to put pen to paper, okay? Stay motivated, guys. I hope this helped. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Love you. Bye.